I think that is dope that he's decriminalizing it across all the boards and trying to actually get them to take it from off the level of heroin and fentanyl. Actually uh, letting everybody know that anybody that's locked up for any type of weed offense will be coming home, which is dope because there's still thousands and thousands of people that's locked up right now for weed offenses, which is crazy. But right now in New York, you smoke weed and ask the cop for directions at the same time, like it's a cigarette. You know what I mean? It holds no merit right now in New York City and plenty of other states also and things like that. So finally, Biden has done something that's correct. You heard? That was correct, and that wasn't. It is shit wasn't rocket science, but that was correct. Amongst all the things that he has done, the decisions he has made, this was one that really counts where we from. There's like 38 states out of 50 states, 51 states that's legal. I do believe once all the states go legal, that will prompt all of these big tobacco companies to now buy up most of the land in the United States to start transferring over to weed cigarettes. I do believe that's how it's going to go. So, for the people that are now into the marijuana business, I suggest you get your coins now, dig deep, go as far as your brand as you can, because pretty soon it's going to be a heavy task. It's going to be some real competitors out there. They have all the money in the world. It definitely was an uphill battle in the very beginning when we started with Saucy. Um, it's way more easier to get your point across right now building a marijuana brand than it was when we started Saucy. As so many states become legal and so many laws become easier and they start to understand more about the marijuana. I mean, so naturally, Saucy, they did a big deal with Khalifa company. Did that go well? And now I started to do other ventures with High Tolerance, and me and Joel's in business together with High Tolerance, and we've been doing some more marijuana business. So we out here working. We also have a tobacco business, throwback cigars. I mean, America is built on alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. The hip hop community has definitely put their foot in the alcohol business. And for what we do is for being avid smokers, nobody has put their foot in the tobacco business yet. And this is where me and Joel's at right now with the throwback company. And, you know, you gotta think outside the box sometimes.
Hitmaker just won Producer of the Year at the BET Hip Hop Awards. You know, that's your man. You know,
My God, we actually got a whole project about to drop next month. We're gonna drop the first single and video at the end of this month. I'm excited to drop that record. I know Berg since he's been a teenager, and it's my little bro. Above all, and I'm very proud of everything he's accomplished and how you keep the pressure on people when they foot on necks out there when it comes to being the biggest producer in the game right now. Ty Dolla $ign, Jeremiah, Stefflon Don. We got Tink on there. Um, it's a pretty dope project. I'm excited to get ready to put it out.
Berg, you know, he's the Producer of the Year according to BET. Did you ever make good with them? You know, I saw they gave you a BS COVID excuse for the
I
awards.
mean, I don't know. I'm not worried about that type of shit. You heard? I just want to let people see the rhetoric that goes on behind doors, like closed doors. That shit ain't about shit to me. You dig? It's just life. It's gonna come back around. You heard? I also have a Spanish album. It's called Broken Spanglish. Have a Latin label, Vampire Latin. It's called the Spanglish label. It's a very very fun project. I'm definitely creating my own lane as far as being a hybrid from our rap scene to the Lapero scene in all the Latin countries and things like that. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I got a bunch of Latin artists on records already. So I'm looking forward to dropping that also. Dembo, Latin trap, Latin Spanglish drill, reggaeton. I touched every bit of Spanish lanes that you can imagine. But I'm half Puerto Rican for starters. And I've always been intrigued by Latin music. I've done a slew of records with other artists as far as being featured on their record. And last summer, or summer before last, got to do a record with Dali Goya, one of the homies, and went to the studio, and it just it felt good doing it. The next day I went back to the studio. I did another couple of Spanish records, and I was like, wait, maybe we got something here. You know what I mean? And then I got to go to the studio with J Balvin and Eladio. Messing with Balvin. Eladio then had gave me a record and shit like that. Then he came to the studio, gave me another record. So I was like, oh no, this is getting interesting. And now Belovas, Kiko, Shello Shack, Shadow Blow. It's just so many artists that I've been dealing business with now when it comes to doing Latin records. So I'm about to start getting ready to put out some of these records and videos also.